Folks, today's video is going to be me talking about the reunion of the Bloodline and what the story could be going forward in my prediction on what I believe WWE should go for and what I believe they are going to go for. Considering we have always had this notion that fans want Roman Reigns versus The Rock. We keep predicting when The Rock's gonna show up and feud Roman Reigns. We've had plenty of times for it to happen. Main moment was when the Bloodline was feuding with Solo Sikoa's version of the Bloodline and the Ulafala and who's the real tribal chief. That was the golden opportunity, in my opinion, for it to happen. Considering the fact that we had The Rock show up after the match with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa at Bad Blood. And a lot of fans predicted that we were going to get the match. But instead we didn't. So we were like, okay. Then Survivor Series showed up with the Bloodline. We thought the Rock would show up there and attack Roman Reigns and all that and help the new Bloodline win. No, that didn't happen. Instead Roman just won. Okay. But then they kept feuding, so like, oh, okay, this isn't it then. And then we had Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa, tribal combat, and we all believed that The Rock was going to be there, and The Rock did show up for the first Raw on Netflix. And we all believed that he was going to interfere with the Roman Reigns Solo Sikoa match. But instead, he didn't at all. He just showed up, told Cody we're not feuding anymore, blah, blah, blah. I gotta go away. I don't care about WWE anymore, basically. Leaving. And makes you wonder if there is ever going to be any other plans for The Rock to show up. Then we hear Saudi Arabia is going to be hosting WrestleMania, which I do believe is still going to happen, but it may not due to real world problems, which I won't get into. But makes me wonder with Saudi Arabia. If you didn't know, back in 2019, when WWE originally started going to Saudi Arabia, they requested Yokozuna, who is no longer with us. Then they proceeded to request Ultimate Warrior, who's no longer with us. And then they ended up buying back in Shawn Michaels, the guy who was already retired and had one of the greatest retirement matches, one of the greatest retirement moments of any wrestler could ask for, anyone in their career could ask for, against The Undertaker, a guy he loves to wrestle with. And they had a phenomenal match, okay? And they also brought back The Undertaker. They brought back Kane. They brought back Ultimate Warrior. They had who else? Brock Lesnar have a match tonight. John Cena. They ended up doing they had Team Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair. Those two be part of the show. I mean, I'm gonna say this, but for everyone in the world, we can all agree on this. Money talks, and if they give The Rock a lot of money, which is a headboard of TKO, which I believe he is. We don't know what his role is. They just say he is, but I don't know if that was just to make him like a figure for the show and he's not really part of anything, or if he really is, and what is his role there? Because I'm pretty sure he's not there involved every week, considering how busy of a schedule he has. But back to on track. Are we gonna get The Rock versus Roman Reigns at Saudi Arabia? I do honestly believe we will. Because, again, I say money is a big talking point. Money can drive anyone to do anything. Whether you want to say it or not, money talks heavily to you. And with the way this is going right now, my belief is Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns is the starting point for The Rock and Roman. I believe that Roman Reigns being on top of the world again, World Heavyweight Champion, they are gonna have him start becoming the tribal chief again, the guy who starts taking over WWE, climbing the mountaintops, being on top of the food chain, being the number one guy again. But this time it's going to be different, because this time he's not just gonna be the face of WWE, he's gonna become a larger than life persona in all of media, sports, and even in acting. Considering he's has an up and coming movie with Mortal Kombat with all tons of celebrities, which is a movie I'm really excited for. I used to play a lot of it. No, not Mortal Kombat. Oh my god, I look like a loser now. I mean Street Fighter. Oh, I made a lot of nerds angry. I shouldn't call them nerds. I made a lot of Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. I made a lot of gamers angry right there, but I digress. I apologize. Okay, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, because I also love those games. I don't know. I got them confused because they're both coming around at the same time, and they're both being heavily advertised. So that's the reason I got them mixed up. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked here. I believe that Jacob is going to lose. Yes, Jacob Fatu, even though he's right now saying that he has to make the decision, they are going to have the match. Like, otherwise, why wouldn't you? And if you don't, then what's the play? Um, Jacob Fatu is going to lose here, considering Roman said he's going to be here all summer. And Roman is going to end up beating Jacob, and Jacob is going to acknowledge Roman Reigns, causing Jacob to having to join Roman in becoming a new bloodline for people. And when that happens, Solo Sikoa is going to see Jacob with Roman, and he's going to be like, Jacob, what are you doing? And then he's going to try to say, this bloodline needs to go away because I have my bloodline, my family tree with me, and there can't be two bloodlines, basically, two family trees. And Solo's going to go one on one with Roman Reigns. And Solo's going to lose. And then they're going to have Roman Reigns with probably some like Tamatonga and then Talatonga. People like that. And Roman Reigns is going to win them all and have everyone join Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to have them all together. And the difference is this time, they're not going to be a big faction together because that's too many people to be in one area. But maybe they do, and they have them run around together on each show. But I would like to say this. What I think they could do instead of having them be a big faction is you could have them acknowledge Roman Reigns and say that he is the main guy. He is the tribal chief, and he runs things now. And to the point where he kayfabe and show in the show starts running things, and Paul or Adam Pierce goes to Roman and says, "Is this match okay? Is like if we have a segment where like I don't know Bailey challenges I don't know Lash Legend for a match. Adam Pierce not only has to officiate the match, he has to ask Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns is going to become that big of a star. He's going to become the locker room leader. He's going to become too big and all that. And it's going to get to the point where Roman starts demanding stuff from everyone and all that to where everyone starts getting mad about it, where he says no to stuff or he says yes to stuff, and you have to enforce his Usos again to do stuff because right now he's probably playing the baby face, but he may turn heel and he may be getting corrupted by his own actions again. Thus, when he gets too powerful, The Rock ends up coming back, saying, "You're becoming too big. You're in my level now, and you need to calm down because you're getting too powerful and you're corrupting the family." And maybe TKO really would want The Rock to be babyface here, because Saudi Arabia is going to cheer the hell out of The Rock, okay? Whether they want to admit it or not. The Rock is still The Rock, okay? Dwayne is still Dwayne. He is still a megastar. You can say what you want, but the only reason he was able to be booed as the final boss in WrestleMania 40 is because the fans wanted Cody Rhodes. Look what's happening now. John Cena, Cody Rhodes. Who got booed and who got cheered? Cody got booed, John Cena got cheered, but yet WWE wanted to play it the other way around. Then you had this year, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Randy Orton was supposed to be the heel, got cheered. Cody Rhodes got booed. You can't have that again next year. Next year, you're most likely going to have Roman Reigns versus The Rock. And I'll tell you right now, Saudi Arabia is going to chew the old head again, the old guy, The Rock. So you may have to have The Rock be a babyface here, to where Roman is getting corrupted and by himself and ends up controlling the entire NOIA family, the entire bloodline. And The Rock has to make his triumphant return and save everyone, defeating Roman, and ends up guiding Roman back to the light instead. And like I said, this might happen for the sole reason that TKO does talk with money, and so does Saudi Arabia. I really do think we're gonna get The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania next year, and Roman is gonna be the heel with the bloodline behind him, and then The Rock. But instead, it's gonna be bloodline rules. And you know what could happen that make everyone excited is again, I say money talks. What if it's entire bloodline with Roman going up against The Rock, and then as every member of the bloodline comes out, a new legend returns, like I don't know, like a Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, all those to help The Rock. All the old heads to defeat these new young guys, I guess. But maybe I'm polling too much. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Maybe I'm just getting into this delusion of The Rock once again. I fell for it again. But this is a fun video idea. This is a fun creative idea too, by the way. I really hope WWE does this. Oh my God, this would be the story of all stories. The family story would be all amazing. Freeing the bloodline, Roman Reigns becoming essentially you have to have Roman Reigns beat The Rock though, right? Because Roman, what if The Rock passes down the torch to Roman, which is would be crazy because Roman's already been there, so technically it wouldn't be passing of the torch because Roman would be leaving like in a few years, right? So maybe you have, you know what? Maybe you have Rock beat Roman, then you have Roman pass the torch down to someone else. Any who get that beat? I don't know. Maybe Jacob, I guess you would say. I don't know. But thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Tell me whether if you think The Rock is gonna return, or if I'm being a delusional and you don't believe The Rock's gonna show up to work, or if I'm just crazy and that this is just nothing but a crazy cool prediction fantasy video instead of an actual statement on what's gonna happen instead. But yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.